first of all discuss what you really are. Would you please write down, I am primarily a PPS. And the letters PPS are going to stand for what your main job in life is. I am a professional problem solver. That's what your life is. You're solving problems. You are solving the problems of the consumer with the benefits of your product or service. And as a problem solver, you must learn how to cope with your own problems first to be able to serve and help many other people with their problems. So you're a professional problem solver. Now, realizing that, you have to be aware that there are things that happen all day that you must play a game to eliminate the stress with. Now, I call these the dirty dozen stressors. There's the 12 things we find that ruin selling careers. Not only selling careers, let me tell you something. You stay in selling and you don't learn to cope with these 12, and you're going to have all kinds of things happen to you physically. Because I believe that many people die young because they did not learn how to cope with this thing that our society is throwing at us, especially in the selling business, called stress. Now, the first stressor, and all the other ones lead up to this one. And that first one is something you've got to overcome, and that's guilt. Now, guilt is a wasted emotion. Many of you know what you should do and don't do it, then you're guilty. Or you know what you shouldn't do, you do it, and then you're guilty. Now, I'm going to ask you, if you know you're going to do something and shouldn't do it, don't be guilty if you've done it. But if you're going to be guilty before you do it, then don't do it. And this is called maturity. Next thing I want to talk about is if you know you should do things and you aren't going to do them, then realize you're probably lacking a very important trait which we can increase. It's called discipline. And we're going to work on that today, how you can become a more disciplined human being, because discipline is the fountain of greatness. So, what happens when we're guilty? Well, first of all, we dwell on it, or it's subconscious and it works on our minds. We know we're not doing what we should do. See, the problem with selling, you can act like you're working and not really be working. See, you can play busy. Lots of movement. Whoa, I'm a salesperson. I got up and got dressed. That's just like work. I got in a car and drove somewhere. That's just like work. I sat at some desk. Just like work. Work in selling is only the time you spend in front of someone who is qualified to say yes to your product or service. Everything else is preparatory to work. And most salespeople do not work. They float through their day hoping someone will ask them if they have any more product. If you're serious about your career, you're going to start looking in the mirror at the one person who has decided who you are at this point. That is not your family, that is not your relatives, that is you, based on the decisions you have made or not made, because life is nothing but a matter of choices. And if we want different results, we get real serious about different choices. The second stressor is something that is the staple of selling. It's called rejection. Oh, gang, rejection's part of your business. That's why you can make so much money. See, the average Americans are so afraid of rejection, they find little jobs where the rejection is very low. When you go into sales, whatever you call yourself, consultant, network marketing specialist, whatever clever name you've gotten to hide what you really do, your life's blood is your ability to cope with rejection, to handle more of it, to expect it, to know that it's not bad, it's good. See, you've got to also realize no one's ever rejected you. They've rejected your proposal or offering at that point in time. It's nothing to be taken personally. Not only that, please realize most of you do not know today anyone who's ever rejected you in the past. So we got to just lighten up with it. Make a little